Hello guys, what's up? This is Sir EJ and welcome again for another math tutorial. In today's topic, we will be discussing all about solving quadratic equation by factoring. Let's have the following objectives for today's topic. Letter A, find the factors of the quadratic expression. Letter B, solve quadratic equations by factoring method. And letter C, appreciate how does solving quadratic equation help in making decision. These are the steps we need to consider on how to solve the quadratic equation by factoring method. Number 1. We need to transform the quadratic expression into standard form if necessary. Number 2. Factor the quadratic expression. Number 3. Apply the zero product property by setting each factor of the quadratic expression equal to 0. Number 4. Solve the resulting equation. And number 5. Check the values obtained by substituting each in the original equation. Let's have our first example. Case number 1. ax squared plus bx is equal to 0. Meaning to say, in this quadratic equation, there is no constant term. Let's try to solve this example. X squared plus 5x is equal to 0. We can factor this equation using the common monomial factor. We will be identifying the common terms in the quadratic and linear term. Since the quadratic and the linear term both have a variable of x, then therefore x will be the common term. So what we will do here is we will put x outside and then we will put an open parenthesis and then we will think of a number that once we have multiplied it by x, the answer will be equal to x squared. So that number or variable is x because x times x is equal to x squared. And then same goes with this one. We will think of a factor or number that once we have multiplied it by x, the answer will be equal to 5x. And that is equal to 5. X times 5 will be equal to 5x. Then we will just put equal 0 here. After that, we will apply the zero product property. We will just equate x by 0 and then x plus 5 will be equated by 0. And then after that, we will transpose positive 5 to the other side of the equation. Positive 5, it will become negative 5. Therefore, we have two possible roots. The first root is equal to 0 and the second root is equal to negative 5. Let's have our next case. Solving quadratic equation by factoring using the difference of two squares. Case number 2, if the quadratic equation is in the form of x squared minus c squared is equal to 0. Let's have an example. So we have given quadratic equation 4y squared minus 49 is equal to 0. So to factor this using the difference of two squares, all we need to do here is to get the square root of 4y squared and the square root of 49. Let's start first with the square root of 4y squared. What is the square root of 4? You will think of a number na once na i-multiply mo sa sarili niya, ang magiging sagot ay 4. So that is 2. So square root of 4 is 2. How about the square root of y squared? Think of a number or factor na once na minultiply mo sa sarili niya, magiging sagot ay y squared. So that is y times y. So therefore, the square root of y squared is y. So the square root of 4y squared will be equal to 2y. Therefore, the factors of 4y squared is 2y times 2y. Next, let's have the factors of 49 by getting the square root of 49. Think of a number that once you multiply it by itself, the answer will be equal to 49. And that is 7 because 7 times 7 is equal to 49. But you will look at the sign here. So the sign here is negative. So therefore, one of the factor must be negative. So therefore, the factors of negative 49 is 7 times negative 7. After that, you can get the factors of 4y squared minus 49 equals to 0 by putting an open parenthesis followed by 2y plus 7, then close parenthesis, times the quantity of 2y minus 7 equals 0. Then we will solve this using the zero product property. So we have 2y plus 7 is equal to 0. We will just equate this by 0. And then we have 2y is equal to positive 7 transposed to the other side of the equation. It will become negative 7. We will divide this both sides by 2. Then 2 will be cancelled out. Then the value of y is equal to negative 7 over 2. Next, let's compute for the second root. We will perform again the zero product property. We will equate 2y minus 7 is equal to 0. Transpose negative 7 to the other side of the equation. Negative will become positive. So we have 2y is equal to 7. Then divide this both sides by 2. 2 will be cancelled out. Then y will be equal to 7 over 2. Therefore, we have two possible solutions or two roots. The first root will be negative 7 over 2, and the second root will be equal to 7 over 2. So next one, let's solve the quadratic equation by factoring quadratic trinomials. Case number 3, ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Let's solve this example. X squared minus 10x plus 25 is equal to 0. So, ang unang step natin dito, lagyan lang natin ng numerical coefficient na 1 yung x squared. Then, copy lang natin itong mga to. And then, after that, perform natin yung criss-cross method. So, paano yung criss-cross method? Maglalagay lang tayo ng cross dito. And then, the next step is to get the factors of the numerical coefficient of the quadratic term. Ano ba yung mga factors ng 1 natin? Ang factors ng 1 ay 1 times 1 lang, or 1 and 1. So, lagay lang natin dito yung dalawang 1. Pagkatapos naman, kukunin natin yung mga factors ng constant term natin. Ano yung mga possible factors ng 25? Pwedeng 5 times 5, pwede din namang 1 times 25. So, mamimili tayo doon. Okay? So, in my case, gamitin natin yung 5 times 5. Pagkatapos, titingnan natin yung sign ng ating linear term. So, since this is negative, kailangan palitan natin yung sign na naan dito. So, titingnan din natin yung sign ng ating constant terms. This is positive. Dapat yung dalawang sign dito, dapat negative yung ilagay natin. Kasi negative times negative will be positive. Tapos, pag pinag-add natin yung dalawang negative sign, negative yung magiging sagot. And then, check na natin kung magsasatisfy yung condition, no? Pag hindi nag-satisfy, ibig sabihin, gagamit tayo ng ibang factor. Pwede nating palitan ng 1 times 25 kung hindi siya magsasatisfy. So, gamitin na natin yung criss-cross method. 1 times negative 5 is equal to negative 5. And then 1 times negative 5, ito naman yung multiply natin, is negative 5. Tapos, i-add natin. So, dapat yung magiging sagot natin, pag pinag-add natin yung dalawang negative 5 or yung dalawang number na naan dito, ay magiging negative 10. Yung numerical coefficient ng ating linear term. So, negative 5 plus negative 5 will be equal to negative 10. Therefore, nag-satisfy yung condition. Therefore, eto na yung magiging factor natin. So, susulat na natin yung factor natin. So, yung 1 magiging x lang siya. Tapos, negative 5, close parenthesis. And then, open parenthesis, yung 1 magiging x lang siya, followed by negative 5 equals 0. Then, we will perform the zero product property. X minus 5 will be equal to 0. Ito, kunin natin, equate natin sa 0. Transpose yung negative 5, negative will become positive 5. And then, after that, the other one, x minus 5 is equal to 0. So, ang magiging sagot ay ganun din. So, x will be equal to 5. So, meron lang tayong isang root dito. So, So therefore, there is a possible root of the quadratic equation x squared minus 10x plus 25 equals 0, which is positive 5. So next example, we have x squared plus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. Gamitan ulit natin siya ng crisscross method. Gawa lang tayo ng cross dito. Then kunin natin yung factors ng 1. So ano ba yung mga factors ng 1? So that is 1 times 1. So lagay natin dito. And then after that, kunin naman natin yung mga factors ng constant term natin. Ang constant term natin ay 2. Ano ba yung mga factors ng 2? So ang possible factors lang naman ng 2 ay 1 times 2. So wala na tayo ibang pipiliin doon, no? So 1 times 2 is equal to 2. Then, perform na natin yung crisscross method. Wala na tayong problema sa sign, no? Kasi 1 times 2, positive 2. Tapos, pag inad natin yung dalawang positive, positive pa rin yung magiging sagot. So, tama yung magiging sign natin dito, dalawang positive. So, gamitan na natin ang crisscross method. 1 times 2 will be equal to 2. And then 1 times 1 will be equal to 1. So, dapat pag pinag-add natin yung dalawang number dito, ang magiging sagot ay yung numerical coefficient ng linear term. So, numerical coefficient ng linear term natin ay 3. So, 1 plus 2 will be equal to 3. So, tama yung naging sagot natin. So, pwede na natin siyang i-factor. Lagyan natin ng open parenthesis. Yung 1, magiging x lang siya. Tapos, yung 1 dito, lagyan natin ng plus 1, close parenthesis, times the quantity. Yung 1, magiging x. Then, yung 2 dito, magiging plus 2 equals 0. Then, pagkatapos kunin na natin yung roots niya by using the zero product property. So, magiging x plus 1 is equal to 0. Transpose positive 1, it will become negative 1. Then, yung x plus 2 naman, equate naman natin sa 0. Positive 2, it will become negative 2. Therefore, we have two possible roots. So, we have negative 1 and negative 2 as the two roots of the quadratic equation. Let's solve our next example. So we have a given quadratic equation 9x squared plus 12x plus 4 is equal to 0. So perform lang natin yung crisscross method natin dito. Isip tayo ng factors ng 9 dito, no? Yung numerical coefficient ng ating quadratic term. Factors ng 9 pwedeng 1 times 9, pwedeng 3 times 3. So gamitin natin yung 3 times 3 dito. And then, kunin naman natin yung factors ng constant term na 4. So, ang mga factors ng 4, pwedeng 1 times 4, pwede din namang 2 times 2. So, ang gawin natin, ang ilagay natin dito ay 2 times 2. So, pag hindi nag-satisfy using crisscross method to, ibig sabihin, paltan mo yung mga factors na nilagay mo. So, kung 2 times 2 hindi nag-satisfy, pwede mong lagay yung 1 times 4. Pag hindi pa rin nag-satisfy, pwede mong ilagay dito sa 3 times 3 yung factors ng 9 na isa pa, na 1 times 9. Okay? Now, tingnan natin yung sign ng linear term. This is positive. Sign ng constant term, positive din. So, wala na tayong babaguhin dito kasi 2 times 2 will be positive 4, no? Tapos, pag pinag-add natin yung dalawang positive sign, positive naman yung magiging sagot. So, okay yung sign, dalawang positive. Then, perform na natin yung crisscross method. 3 times 2 will be equal to 6. And then, 3 times 2 will be equal to 6. Dalawang 6. So, dapat pag pinag-add natin yung dalawang product na naandito na nakuha natin, ang magiging sagot, yung numerical coefficient ng ating linear term. So, since 6 plus 6 is equal to 12, tama yung mga naisulat natin ditong mga factors. Pwede na natin kunin yung factor ng ating trinomial. Ang gagawin natin, yung 3, magiging 3x lang, plus 2. And then, close parenthesis times the quantity 3. Lalagyan lang natin ng x, then yung kapartner niya plus 2 equals 0. Then, perform natin yung zero product property. So, 3x plus 2 will be equated by 0. Transpose positive 2, it will become negative 2. Then, divide natin kung ano man yung numerical coefficient na katabi ng x natin dito. So, divide both sides by 3. So, this will be cancelled out. So, x will be equal to negative 2/3. And then yung isa pa, tingnan natin, ganun din, 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. Transpose positive 2, it will become negative 2. Then divide both sides by 3. So the answer will be equal to negative 2/3. So meron tayong isang root dito ng 9x squared plus 12x plus 4 is equal to 0, which is equal to negative 2/3. Let's solve our last example. We have 2x squared minus 7x plus 6 is equal to 0. So, perform natin yung crisscross method kasi siya ay trinomial. So, kunin natin yung factors ng ating numerical coefficient na 2. Ano ba yung factors ng 2? 1 times 2. So, lagay natin yung factors dito. Pwedeng magkabaliktad, no? So, pwedeng 1 or 2, pwede rin 2 and 1. Then after that, kunin naman natin yung factors ng 6, yung ating constant term, no? Factors ng ating constant term. So, ang mga factors ng constant term natin, pwedeng 1 times 6, pwede din namang 2 times 3. So, in my case, lagay natin yung 2 times 3. Then, titingnan natin yung sign ng ating linear term. Ang sign ng ating linear term ay negative. So, ang sign ng ating constant term ay positive. So, negative times negative, positive dapat. Tapos, pag in-add natin yung dalawang negative dito, dapat negative. So, tama naman yung sign natin. Dalawang negative dapat. Pagkatapos, perform na natin yung crisscross method. Tingnan natin kung magsasatisfy yung mga nilagay nating factors dito. Pag hindi, magtetest tayo ng ibang factors. Maglalagay tayo ng iba. So, test na natin. 2 times negative 2 will be equal to negative 4. And then 1 times negative 3 will be equal to negative 3. Tapos, dapat pag in-add natin itong dalawang number na to, yung nakuha nating dalawang product na to, pag in-add natin, ang magiging sagot ay negative 7. So, negative 4 plus negative 3 is equal to negative 7. So, therefore, tama yung mga nakuha nating answer dito. So, pwede na natin makuha yung mga factors natin dito. Sulat natin yung open parentheses. Then, yung 2 magiging 2x lang siya. Then, copy lang natin yung negative 3 dito. Close parentheses times the quantity. Yung 1 magiging x. And then, copy natin yung negative 2 dito equals 0. So, this will be the factor of 2x squared minus 7x plus 6. And then, pwede na natin siyang isolve using the zero product property. So, magiging 2x minus 3 equated by 0. And then, transpose negative 3, it will become positive 3. Divide natin both sides by 2. So, x will be equal to 3 over 2. And then, yung isa pa, so x minus 2 will be equal to 0. Negative 2 transpose magiging positive 2. So, the second root will be equal to positive 2. Therefore, the roots of the quadratic equation 2x squared minus 7x plus 6 equals to 0 is 2 and positive 3 over 2.